Oh, we're on. Okay, so this is the Mountfield Freedom 100 multi-tool garden hedge trimmer, extendable pole, and yeah, I've already had a go with it, had a play, and basically it comes in the box, basically like this, but with a little bit of plastic around it. You get your extendable pole, which is, it's got these quick release ones which are quite nice, so you can just slide it, and it's got like a bit of a spring back to it, locks into place, very nice. I don't know whether it's carbon, I'm not sure, but it feels pretty solid. Very plasticky, I will tell you that. A lot of plastic. Comes with the 4-hour ampy battery. 4 ampy hour battery, and it has the nice LED indicator on the back. If you can see that, yeah, can you see that? I don't know, probably not. There you go, you can see that. 4-hour ampy hour battery. You also get a strap. You get the hedge trimmer, which you can see I've already abused it a little bit, and it's got the old tilt functions, which is quite handy, quite nice, and it's got one cutting blade, but it sort of cuts one side and then cuts on the other side underneath, if that makes any sense to you. Very sharp, obviously it's brand new, so it's very sharp. Scabbard is pretty cheap and nasty. It's not going to last very long at all. It is pretty pants. It's already cracked and broken, so scabbards are junk basically. You also get the pruning saw. It's 8 inches I believe. Nah, there's nothing wrong with 8 inches, I'll tell you that. Oil tank, and yeah, it's a handy little tool. You get that, and you get loads of instructions if you want to read your instructions and conformities and all that stuff. And you also get an Allen key type screwdriver for adjusting, which you'll need that for the pruning saw and nothing else. And basically that's it, that's what's in the box. So I'm going to tell you the things I like about it, things I don't like about it. I'm going to tell you why I bought it, and well, obviously I'm going to use it for doing hedges. And so just hold on 1 second, and we'll talk about this extendable hedge trimmer. Okay, we are back. So, extendable hedge trimmer. Should you buy one? Well, if you've got a big hedge, then yeah. That basically says it all. I've had a petrol Ryobi hedge trimmer for about a year, and to be honest with you, I'm tired of getting somewhere and trying to start it up. The aggravation you get. You're home, runs fine, go out, you're just there, getting arm ache. It's a pain. It's heavy. It's just, yeah, I'm just not dealing with it. Decided to buy one of these. This was £155 delivered. At the minute they're on offer, they've got £20 off. So yeah, £155 delivered, so not bad at all for the price. Now, let's go with a few points that I don't like, and I really don't like. I don't know how Mountfield expect you to store this, but most people, what are you going to do? You're going to put it in your shed. Now, on the ends, you see they're very exposed electrical elements, or whatever you want to call them, very exposed. All you got to do is drop that on the floor, break that, knock it on the wall, whatever, when you're moving it around, and basically you've finished your tool, haven't you, already? So that's one thing I hate, and there's no caps or anything. You don't get anything with it to cover that up. So that's a real thing that I really hate. It's the same with the pruning saw. Same with the pruning saw. Drop it on the floor, knock it, bang it, bend it, snap it off, and your tool's basically finished. Yeah, you spent 150 quid on this. You don't want it to break straight away, do you? 4 ampere hour battery is amazing, fantastic. I know there's hedge trimmers out there that are cheaper than this, 80 quid. They've got like 1.5 hour ampere hour batteries. I wouldn't bother. Get yourself at least a 4 hour, and you know, you won't regret it, because they do last. Trigger mechanism on the actual unit itself. It's very uncomfortable to be holding that button in. The safety button, if you like, safety lock. It's very uncomfortable to hold that and do this and actually be moving the saw up and down at the same time. Very uncomfortable. They need to revise this trigger and put it back here, so you actually got your hand on the trigger. Same as the hedge trimmers, you know, the petrol hedge trimmers or whatever. They need to do this, because this is just rubbish. It's just so uncomfortable to work with. So I've tended to get a cable tie on it when I'm using it and just hold it there, and that way I can just do what I want. When I'm finished with it, I'll flick the cable tie off and it's locked. You know, I don't have children running around the house or playing with my tools, so you know, I'm pretty safe in that aspect. But to me, it just makes it a hell of a lot easier to be controlling the saw than trying to hold that and then do that. It's just not, it just doesn't feel right. So that's a horrible thing. So Mountfield, if you're listening, you need to change this switch, put it on here, give us something to hold on to, and it's a lot better. So is that my gripes over with? Yeah, I think so, yeah. As I said, already said, the scabbard's junk, rubbish, won't last 10 minutes. So it's already broken. So that's pants. The ends need some kind of, you need to supply a cap or something just to cover it up, or they need to change they need to change it so it's slotted in instead of this. Does it work well? Yes, it works very well. The hedge trimmer itself, it's very nice. I think it weighs about 5 kilos or so, somewhere around there, when it's all extended. Obviously, when you're up swinging it around, you know, you do get a bit of arm ache, but obviously you're not going to be doing that all the time. Now, so far, I have done, it extends to about 2.75 meters, fully extended. So far, I've done 4 hedges, which is probably roughly about 100 feet. And we're talking trimming the tops and at the very top sides, not trimming the whole hedge. The tops and the sides, just at the top. And so far, it's literally used 1 bar on the battery out of 4. So it's pretty good. As I say, my real gripe is these ends, because you drop it and it's thingy. You do get it, and it does feel quite plasticky to start with, and you think you feel like you want to be a bit fragile with it. But these are pretty solid. These clips are nice. Do you like them? They click in. They are solid. Yeah. When it's fully extended and you are swinging it with the weight of the head on the top, if you do come across a bit of a thick branch, there is a little flex. I won't say a lot. There is a little flex in the shaft. It will bend a little bit, But realistically, it does a really good job. When it comes to thicker stuff on the top, you know, sometimes you just have to go over it a couple of times just to, you know, get through it. But for trimming, and bear in mind it's a trimmer, you know, we're not cutting trees down, it's a trimmer. It does a really good job. I'm really impressed with it. I can't say anything, you know, that it is good. At the moment, you can't buy a spare battery. They are coming in the future, but at the moment you can't buy them. It says coming soon on the website. The batteries are £65 delivered, which, yeah, that's a bit pricey, isn't it? 65 quid. So, you know, I kind of wanted a spare battery just in case. But one battery does do quite well. But what I did do to get a spare battery was I actually bought the leaf blower. Comes with the same battery, exactly same battery, 4 ampere hour. This was I think it was £95 delivered. So if the battery was like so basically I got the blower for 30 quid and I got a spare battery. So this battery will go into that and whatever. Again, it's got the thing on it. It's got 2 speeds. It's got 2 speeds to it. This is going to be another video, but I will show you that. But that's how I managed to get a spare battery. Basically bought a blower. But we'll do that on another video. Is there anything else I can tell you about this? It cut, as I said, it cuts nice. The pruning saw, on the thick stuff, you know, on branches, thick branches, it cuts through very nice. On the smaller ones, it's a little bit choppy. It's not the fastest thing in the world. If you're used to a decent chainsaw, you obviously know speed cuts a lot faster. You know, this is not the fastest thing in the world, but it's not meant to be chopping down forests. It's meant to be doing a little bit of pruning here and there. Can be a little bit choppy, but it does cut. It does cut. It does get them down. And that's it. I mean, I can't really say anything about it apart from that. Would I buy another one? Yes, I would buy another one. As I said, don't really like the trigger, don't like the ends. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy with it. You get it out of the box, you get it to a job, whatever you're doing, boom, 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 boom. There's none of that rubbish. It's on, boom, you go. You're not wasting time trying to start a 2-stroke engine to, you know, cut your trees down. So overall, the Mountfield 100 range multi-tool hedge trimmer prune saw gets a 7 out of 10. It loses marks, I say, because the scabbards just jump. Don't like the ends. Don't like the switch. But apart from that, it's very, very handy tool to have, and yeah, I would recommend it. I'm not sponsored by Mountfield at all. This is just my personal views on the tool itself and what I think of it. And you might think differently to me, but as I said, how are you supposed to store it? You know, I mean, if they even provided some kind of storing system where you could store it safely, you know, if you're just laying this around your garage, wherever, shed, guarantee it they're going to get damaged. You can just guarantee it. So, but apart from that, yes, good tool. Thanks for watching.